empanadas boricua o de Puerto Rico. And remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. So one of the things that's very important is that you have to choose the kind of meat you want to use. I choose chicken. You can use pork. You can use beef. And you prepare any way you want to prepare. And look at this beauty. One of the things that you're going to notice when you cook it with pork or when you cook it with beef is that the empanada is going to be a little bit darker. It's going to be beautiful. With the chicken, it's going to be a little bit lighter in color, the outside. But go nowhere, I'm going to show you. And before you start, you have to make sure you have certain things handy. You need some banana leaf. You know, you're going to cut it or whatever. And you're going to need some aluminum foil. And make sure you have your annatto oil handy. Go down to my descriptions. I have a link on how to prepare that. So you're going to have some yuca, whatever amount you need. I'm going to go with 2 for now. And you're going to peel them using a peeler or a knife. You're going to cut them and then you're going to grind them using this side of the grinder. You're going manual. There are machines out there that can do that for you. However, I'm going to go old school like my grandmother did back in Puerto Rico. When you peel it, you make sure that you put it when it's white. You know, you make sure that you leave the white part. You know, this, if you see something like, for example, this, that's not good. You have to peel a little bit more so it's very clear and white. You want this beauty. You don't want that sour taste. So I decided to switch cutting board back with the nice one here, larger. I'm going to put some aluminum foil. That's not necessary, I just don't want a mess. Look at the tortilla, how clean and nice. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but you know, what you're going to do, you're going to look at the side of the grinder. You don't want the big side, you want the kind of somewhat smaller. And what you're going to do is, you know, grinding these babies. Okay. And this tends to be the most tedious part. But if you want to go old school, that's the way, huh? And this stuff tends to have a lot of natural water. So what I traditionally do is squeeze it a little bit to get some of the water out. See? Just a little bit. And then I transfer it to another container. Like here. And I do the same with the others. Squeeze some of the water out. Transfer. Here's another way of doing it. You can put it here. You know, push it down. Same principle. Transfer. Here comes the next step. What I like to do, I'm going to get some of this broth that created from the chicken. And I'm going to mix it. I'm going to create what is called a masa. You don't put a lot, you just put enough to get it wet. For this one I have about 5 tablespoons. And then I'm going to get some of the annatto oil. I'm going to put about a tablespoon. And I start mixing things up. And I'm going to add more of this chicken sauce or whatever you meat you're using. Could be pork. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more of a couple more tablespoons of the annatto oil to give it a nice color, mix, flavor. You mix that baby well. Create the masa. So let me give you a top-down view first. You have a banana leaf, you have the aluminum foil. And this empanada I'm going to do small, see my hand? I'm not going to make them huge. So what you do first, you're going to put a little bit of the annatto oil on the leaf. And I like to use a brush to brush it out. Before you put the mass on top. Actually, let me do it this way. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get some of the mass. See how beautiful. It's not gigantic or anything like that, just put in some. We're going to put some of the chicken. How much is up to you? Optional, I'm going to put some olive. I cut them in half, but I like olive, so I'm going to put a couple in half, which means 2 olive cut in half, looks like 4. I have some of these pepper, the type of pepper that pimiento morrón, we call it. This is a fancy one. You can use the smoke type too. You cut it, it's a big chunk of pepper, you just cut it. Because you're going to fold this, it's better to have it facing horizontally. If you want to, you can add a little bit of the juice, just a little bit more, if you want to. The juice meaning the thing that you use to cook the chicken. And now you're going to fold it. You fold it in half. No sides. You give it a feel, you know that's here. So you start folding this back. You do the same here. Do the same here. What you're trying to do is just keeping it hermetically covered. And then this is going to go to the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for somewhere between 35 minutes to 40. And I'm going to show you some. Let's do another. See, put you a shot of oil, which I prepared for this purpose. Took me about a minute and a half. Link in the description. Easy to make. Grab the mask. Make sure there's no openings, holes or whatever. The nice chicken, pork, or beef, whatever you like. I'm going with the chicken. Olive, because I love olive. Pimiento morrón, horizontal because you're folding certain way. If you want to put a little bit more of that broth, fold in the middle. This one is big, so hopefully it folds correctly. Fill it here. Start closing automatically. Same on this side. Same on this side. And now it's ready to go to the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to cook them somewhere between 35 to 40 minutes. Okay, let's get these babies out, right? 40 minutes. Let's see what I got here. And this is hot, by the way. So what you do, you open this. Ooh, it's hot. Look at this baby. Ha ha ha! Ain't that pretty? Ain't that beautiful?